Okay, we are live with another one. All right, welcome to the channel. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, let me make sure my mic is hot. Mic is hot, guys. We are live with another one, guys. Hey, guys, I had to take a little hiatus. Okay, I had to take a little hiatus from this past UFC event. You know, I did say I was gonna go live on Saturday, but unfortunately, life got in the way, so I didn't get. I didn't really get to see this UFC event. I mean, I only really skimmed through it. I saw the co-main event and I saw the main event as well. But that's pretty much all I got to see, man. I had a busy weekend. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see this event, but it was a good event overall. From what I got to see and what I've heard from a lot of people, it was a great event. All right, and as it stands right now, guys, hold on a second. 91, 92. Hold on a second, guys. All right. And as it stands right now, guys, with this UFC event that just happened at UFC Paris, I went 8-4 with my UFC fight predictions, guys. That is 8-4. Not bad, not a bad night at all. Overall, for my UFC fight predictions for 2025, I am 199 wins and 133 losses. That is 199 wins and 133 losses. So that's good, guys. That is good. I cannot complain. But guys, I apologize. I apologize for everybody that didn't get to see my live. Unfortunately, like I said, life got in the way and I didn't get to, get on the live, but that's the way it goes, guys. Hold on a second. That's the way it goes, guys. How you doing, man? Jason9. Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat, Jason9. How you doing, man? And I've been good, man. I've been good. I can't complain. I cannot complain. But guys, let's talk about some things, guys. Some things that made a lot of things clear. All right, guys. First of all, Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes with a terrific submission in the second round. I believe she got the submission. I knew Sam Hughes was going to win. I ended up picking Sam Hughes to actually go in there and beat Shauna, to be honest with you. And that's exactly what happened, man. So I'm totally happy about that. What's up, gang? Long time no see. How you doing, Dean? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat, Dean. I did apologize, guys. Life did get in the way, so I didn't get to go live for this UFC event this past Saturday. There was no warning, guys. There was no warning. Life just got in the way. And I apologize for that. And hopefully it doesn't happen again. And I will be going live this Saturday for this UFC event that's happening this Saturday. So I will be going live for that as well, guys. But it is what it is, guys. Been a while, bro. I didn't see your opinion about Rajat Jackson's situation. Well, Jason9, when it comes to Rajat Jackson's situation, I made a whole video about it. And I did give my 2 cents about that. In my opinion, I thought it looked like a messed up work. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you had a person in there that was supposed to be a part of the wrestling event, but he wasn't really experienced with wrestling and how to sell, certain things. And unfortunately, it was a work gone wrong. A work gone wrong. Yeah, Rajat Jackson definitely should have handled things a little bit differently. But I mean, what do you expect, right? He's not that experienced in that field, so it is what it is, guys. What else, guys? I also want to talk about congratulations to Sam Patterson. Sam Patterson, I did pick Sam Patterson to beat Trey Waters. Sam Patterson, goes in there. He is, he in his last 3 fights, he was 3-0. His last performance was also a KO. And Sam Patterson did go in there against Trey Waters and KO Trey Waters in the early rounds. So congratulations to Sam Patterson for that early KO. He is 4-0 right now. and building momentum, man. Roger Jackson lacks motherly love. Dean, that could be it, guys. That honestly can be it. You never know. You never know what it can be, okay? But definitely he's struggling with something, and I don't know what that is, okay? I have no idea what that is. But hopefully he gets that checked out. You know what I mean? Honestly, because you don't want to go out, you don't want to go out here catching cases. You know what I mean? Like Conor McGregor in bathroom stalls. You know what I mean? But what else? What else we can address here? Um, Guys, Patricio Pitbull didn't get to fight. Unfortunately, his opponent didn't make the weight. Actually, he didn't make the weight. He didn't make the weight by like 20 pounds. Okay, so I felt bad for Patricio Pitbull, but unfortunately, he didn't make to. He didn't get to get inside the octagon due to weight issues with his opponent. So hopefully, the UFC does bless Patricio Pitbull with another opponent soon. But we shall see. We shall see how that goes. What else? What else? Uh, I mean, the surprise of the night, guys. Surprise of the night is Mason Jones. I mean, if you guys, if you guys didn't see that fight, I mean, Mason Jones was losing, in that first round, and okay, pretty much was trying to knock him out in the first round. Mason Jones weathered the storm, and let me tell you something. He ended up beating to a pulp Oki later on in that fight. And congratulations for Mason Jones to weather the storm, stay in the fight, and actually win it. Very impressive by Mason Jones. Very impressed by Mason Jones. Let me read some of these comments. This week's been boring. Yeah, very much so, man. This week has been boring, guys. All right. Like I said, I apologize. All right, I apologize that on Saturday I did not go live. Usually you would see me go live, but life got in the way, like I said, guys, and I totally apologize for that. This weekend I will be going live for this UFC event that is coming up. I will give my UFC fight predictions for that most likely Tuesday morning, so tomorrow morning. All right, so stay tuned for that, guys. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, run up these likes, run up these subscriptions. Help me, help you build this community. I really appreciate you guys. MF Rampage was next day doing live streams with hoes like nothing happened. LOL, crazy shit. Jason 9, I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Hopefully Roger Jackson has somebody else to, look up to. You know what I mean? Real talk. What else, guys? Benoit Saint-Denis. Congratulations to Benoit Saint-Denis for winning his, for winning his fight against Mauricio Ruffy, guys. A lot of people thought Ruffy was going to go in there and actually dominate against Benoit Saint-Denis. And, guys, I did pick Ruffy to beat Benoit Saint-Denis, but I did mention that, Saint-Denis, he's only lost against the who's who in that division. I mean, he lost against Marcano and he lost against Dustin Poirier, guys. Two of the top, contenders in that division. So I even said it. I wouldn't be surprised if Saint-Denis actually goes in there and, pulls out a win against Ruffy. But I did pick Ruffy to win it. But unfortunately, Ruffy went in there with not a solid game plan. And it almost looked as if Ruffy never even experienced wrestling. Okay. He looked virtually like it was his first day on the mats. Okay. Ruffy had no answer for Saint-Denis and quickly got submitted later on in that fight. So congratulations to Saint-Denis for pulling out a win like that. Everybody thought he was going to lose, but congratulations to Saint-Denis. Let me read some of these comments. It wasn't Rampage's fault, to be real. Raja is 25. He's an adult. He needs to think by himself. Dean, I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, let me tell you something. If I did something when I was 14 years old, okay, I would be held accountable. All right, let alone almost kill a man and put him in the hospital. There would be definitely nobody would be fighting, for me not to go to jail. I could guarantee you that one, guys. Okay, so growing up, you got to do your due diligence, guys, because if you don't, you're going to find yourself behind bars. Let me read some of these comments. A fist must be released only to feed. Saint-Denis versus Ganrod next. Ruffy versus Michael Johnson next. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's next for Saint-Denis. Maybe that Ganrod fight is very much interesting. How you doing, Virginia Lopez? Virginia Lopez, welcome to your channel. Welcome to your chat. Oh, shit, I just hit the mic. But yeah, welcome. Viva la France. We 3-0 Brazil. That is what's up. Yes. Guys, let's get down to the nitty-gritty as well. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. We got Emerald versus Kaio. Let's talk more specifically about both these men, okay? Because I did watch this fight. Actually, I have this fight fresh in my mind because before I got on this live, I actually watched the fight. I really wanted to watch the fight in detail because I did watch the fight, but I was a little busy while I was watching the fight that Saturday night, okay? But I just watched it this morning, and I wanted it fresh in my mind to really for I don't have any bias, okay? But guys, let's just get straight to the point. Straight to the point, okay? When it comes to Imarov and Kaio, none of these guys actually can beat Chimaev. Point blank period. I don't see any of these guys beating him, let alone Kaio, okay? All right. Kaio looked like freaking Strickland. He looked like he didn't want to do anything. You know what I mean? It's almost as if he was just waiting too long for Imarov. Look, guys, it was a very technical fight when it comes to this main event, Imarov versus Kaio. It was very technical. I can say that. But man, it was very slow paced. It was like almost too technical to the point where both men were just, waiting for each other to do something. I remember I counted almost damn near a minute. Okay, almost damn near a minute of these guys just standing in front of each other, just waiting on each other to go. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? These are the two guys that are supposedly, the best competitors to fight Chimaev for that middleweight strap. Hell to the fucking no. Okay? This fight was atrocious. I don't give a damn who tells you this fight was exciting or this fight was this and that. This fight was atrocious. For a main event of the night, Emerald versus Kaio, both men should be ashamed of their performances, guys. Okay? The rest of the card was fantastic from what I could see. All right? But that main event, Emerald versus Kaio, guys, none of these guys should have the privilege to fight for gold. I'm just speaking facts. I'm speaking facts. I'm sorry. I'm not impressed with Emerald, and I'm not impressed with Kaio. I'm definitely not impressed with Kaio. Okay? Definitely not impressed with him because, you're going to go in there talking like you're going to talk, and you're going to go in there and knock somebody's head off, and then, basically wait for your opponent the whole time and try to counter strike. I mean, atrocious. Atrocious. Excuse me. Let me read some of these comments here. I keep hitting the mic. Let me read some of these comments. Hi, bro. How you doing, man? How are you doing? It was not as boring as people are talking. I heard Conor had an accident today. Dina, I'm not sure if Conor had an accident. What was that accident? I agree. Imarov had no chance to pass even round one against Chimaev. For real, LOL, they ain't doing shit. Jason 9. Guys, I'm just talking facts. Okay? I'm talking facts when I say this, guys. Go rewatch that fight, Imarov versus Kaio, the whole time as I'm watching this fight. And I watched it twice already. Okay? The whole time I'm watching this fight, I'm literally telling myself, how is this a main event of the evening? How did these two men, how did the UFC actually sell this to the public that Kaio and Emarov are actually high-level competitors? Look, I understand Emarov has, some great wins. You know what I mean? Especially his last win, beating Adesanya and now, beating Kaio. I understand that. But, guys, Kaio's best win is Jared Cannonier. And I knew that coming in. That Kaio is not, he's not sold, you know what I mean, like the UFC is trying to sell him. Okay? Point blank, period. And like I said, when it comes to either of these men, I don't think either of these men deserve to fight for gold and to fight against Chimaev. I'm just being honest with you. Chimaev murders both of them in one night, guys. Okay? In one night, Chimaev murders Imarov and then murders Kaio in the second round, and then he calls out DDP in the third and possibly finishes him in the third as well, guys. Okay? At this point, guys, our only hope for the middleweight division at this point is Reiner de Ridder, okay? Reiner de Ridder, a guy who comes from another organization, okay? Almost gets knocked out. Well, let me tell you something. Almost gets finished by Robert Whitaker, but survives. Okay, due to Herb Dean not paying attention. Okay, and that's a whole nother topic when it comes to Herb Dean. The guy is a terrible referee. All right. Herb Dean, Mike Goddard, all these guys need to be replaced because let me tell you something. These referees are out-aging their position. All right. Point blank, period. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm not sold. I'm not sold. Literally, I'm not sold in this. Like I said, our only hope is another guy who came from another organization called Rainer de Ritter. Okay. And I mean, really, guys, who's gonna be Chimaev? I mean, because from the top of my head, I don't see anybody beating Chimaev right now. I really don't. I don't see it happening, guys. I don't see it happening, not even a little bit, guys. All right. I mean, I honestly think Reina de Ritter beats Anthony Hernandez. In my opinion. I mean, Anthony Hernandez, they're trying to sell him as this, big competitor, up and coming contender. But guys, I mean, look at his record. Look at Anthony Hernandez's record, guys. I'm not impressed with him either. At all. Okay? I mean, the best chances for, I guess, entertaining fight is if Reina de Ritter gets in the octagon with Chimaev and they fight for gold. That's the only possibilities of anything exciting happening in that middleweight division. Let me read some of these comments. Is Gene Silva gay for Jesus? I have no idea. Original, I have no idea. He probably is happy. He probably is happy for him. Bro, Reina can't do shit against Chimaev. Hey, I mean, who else then, guys? I understand what you're saying, but who else is going to fight Chimaev? I mean, do you really think Imorov can compete against Chimaev after that performance against Caio, guys? I mean, if you really think it's going to be a really entertaining fight between Imorov and Chimaev, I mean, I don't know, guys. You might be sleeping at the wheel, guys. You might be sleeping at the wheel, okay? Let me read some of these comments. Reina is goofy as fuck. He can't strike against Chimaev. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you cold. I hear you clearly, okay? Jason 9 says, we need Jab Strickland to fight Chimaev. He would beat Chimaev with his invisible jab. Jason 9, look, let me tell you something. When it comes to Strickland, I don't want to see him anywhere near the octagon, especially fighting for gold. Okay, I'm done with Strickland. Okay, I've been done with him since the beginning. All right, since the beginning of time. All right, the guy, he talks a big game. I'm going to go in there, guys. I'm going to go in there and die for you guys. We're going to go dick to dick, guys, and we're going to fucking go in there and bleed, guys. I'm going to break my nose for you guys. When in reality, Strickland doesn't even go in there and throw any punches, okay? Any punches. The guy is terrible. I don't want to see Strickland anywhere near an arena, let alone inside an octagon fighting for gold. Point blank period. When it comes to Strickland, I'm done with him. I'm done with him. All his freaking bullshit speeches. We're going to do it, guys. Dick to dick, guys. Fucking tired of that bullshit. All right, guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, okay? It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. And like I always say, guys, this is your channel, okay? I am just the pilot. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. But guys, honestly, the greatest thing that happened in 2 weeks, guys, is Tony Ferguson beating Salt Poppy. If I'm being honest with you, okay? If I'm being completely honest with you, all right? Because I honestly thought we were going to actually have a real competitor against Chimaev. I thought Imorov or Caio was going to go in there and it was going to be an epic battle. All right. And when the dust settles, I really thought there was going to be a new competitor, okay, for Chimaev. But unfortunately, after that performance that just happened against Imorov and Caio, both guys, they should fight again, okay? with that awful performance, in my opinion. Let me read some of these comments. Corey the Ho Magic Music says the last guy who ran off on the pack got choked out by some Givenchy gloves. The last thing he ever saw was the price tag on them. He slowly faded into darkness and let the archangels take him. I don't know what that was. Jason 9 says Strickland ain't doing shit against Chimaev. Anyway, LOL, I'm joking, bro. I understand Jason 9. I understand Jason 9. Trust me, I understand you were joking because you couldn't be serious, okay? You cannot be serious talking about Strickland getting in there with Chimaev. He would get strangled in the first round, probably the first seconds of the first round, to be honest with you guys. I'm just being honest. Chimaev subs Imrov in first round. Decker, look, welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Look, when it comes to Chimaev, I do not want to see Imrov versus Chimaev. I don't want to see that fight at all. All right. Even though the fight was technical. It was a technical fight between Imrov and Kaio. I do understand that, guys, but it was not entertaining. It was not entertaining in a way where you can really tell yourself, oh, wow, both of these guys are high level, and I wouldn't mind both of these guys fighting for the middleweight strap. I really wouldn't. No, I'm sorry. After that performance, I literally, it left me with scratching my head, asking myself, who is the next competitor in this middleweight division for Chimaev? Honestly, that's the next question I had. Like, who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? Because this performance right here, lackluster. Lackluster. So Anthony Hernandez and RDR, Reina de Ritter, they really have they got to make their fight in October very exciting. All right, they need to go out there and make a statement. All right, it has to be a statement performance, regardless, win or lose. Make a statement, and I bet you'll be put ahead of Imrov or Kaio. Win or lose, if you make the fight entertaining, you will be put right in front of Imrov and Kaio, especially after their fucking lackluster performance, guys. Okay? Let me get a fucking drink. Excuse me. I'm hype over here. Let me see. There is no competitors for Chimaev. Right now, there isn't, man. Right now, there isn't. And it's a scary story right now because, let me tell you, the middleweight division after Imrov and Kaio performance, the middleweight division is starting to look like the heavyweight division in shambles. In shambles. But at least you do have a champion who is a champion, unlike the heavyweight division. No disrespect to Tom Aspinall, but can you imagine that Tom Aspinall loses to Cyril Gane, guys? Oh my gosh. The John Jones tweets, I can't wait. It was a more of a bad performance for Bahayo than a masterclass from Imrov. My point exactly. Decker, my point exactly. It was a lackluster performance from Kaio, in my opinion, especially after what he was talking. Kaio was talking like he was going to go in there and beat Imrov to a pulp. Okay? And not even close. Not even close. Like I said, guys, I counted almost damn near a minute of both of these guys staring at each other, waiting for each other to do something. And let me tell you, I literally was screaming at my screen like, what are you guys doing? You guys are supposed to be the next big thing to challenge the champion in this division, and this is the performance you've given us? Trash, guys. It's like the heavyweight division. The champion is in own league. My point exactly. I agree with you. Let me see. Aspinall better retire if he loses against Gane. Can you imagine, Jason? Sorry, let me see. Can you imagine, Jason? If Tom Aspinall loses to Cyril Gane, oh my gosh, is the UFC? They just might they might crumble. All right, they might just get rid of the heavyweight division at that point. Gane's doing better than people think. Gane is really fast and he has power too. Decker, I agree. That's the reason why I said, can you imagine if Cyril Gane actually pulls it off? Hey, I'm not saying that's I'm not saying, excuse me, I'm not saying that's not a possibility, guys. That's the reason why I'm bringing that up. LOL, if he lost, I stopped watching MMA. Guys, sometimes MMA math doesn't make sense, guys, okay? You know what I mean? Sometimes the MMA gods just want, things to go a certain way. And that's the way the cookie crumbles, guys. So don't be surprised if Cyril Gane actually goes in there and, pulls the impossible, okay? Pulls the impossible, guys. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, okay? Run up these likes, run up these subscriptions, all right? Help me build this community. I appreciate each and every one of you. I could not handle the John Jones tweets. Let me tell you something. If Cyril Gane beats Tom Aspinall, the John Jones tweets will never stop for at least damn near 2 months, all right? Damn near 2 months, okay? It will not stop, guys. It will not. John Jones will continuously tweet at the UFC and Dana White, just chipping at him, telling them, "I told you so." It's a sad story, guys. It's a sad story. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys. I mean, that's about it when it comes to UFC Paris as it stands right now. Like I said, I went 8-4 with my UFC fight predictions. That's not bad at all. 8-4 overall with my UFC fight predictions for 2025. I'm 199 wins and 133 losses. That is 199 wins and 133 losses. That's above, that is above 500. So I'm not mad at that. Let me read some of these comments. We saw what John did when Reyes lost and Walker lost. My point exactly. Jason 9 says Gane is just another heavyweight hitter. Sergio is the same and even a better striker. Doesn't change the fact Aspinall should have no problem beating Gane. Jason, I understand that. You know what I mean? Tom Aspinall shouldn't struggle against Gane, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see if even if Tom Aspinall is goes to a decision with Cyril Gane, I still think people are gonna consider that a loss, especially after what John Jones did to Cyril Gane. Honestly, guys. The Tasteful Thickness says, my favorite brown weirdo on the live. Let's go. How you doing? Welcome back to your chat. Welcome back to your channel, man. Run up these likes and run up these subscriptions. Support the community. What are you guys doing, man? Give me that beard. Definitely not, guys. Definitely not. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm not sold. I am not sold on Imrov. I am not sold on Kaio. Huge win for Saint-Denis. Definitely he showed Ruffy that there's levels to this game. So congratulations to him. And that's about it, man. That is about it. Let me see. Tease, dude, definitely 5'6". I don't even know what you just said. I'm sold on Mason coming back from the dead. Who are you talking about, Mason? You talking about Mason Jones? Are you talking about Mason Jones, the guy who beat OK? Is that the guy you're talking about, Mason Jones? Because he did come back from the dead. Let me tell you that. He was losing that fight in the first round. He weathered the storm and came back. Yeah, Mason Jones. Yes, Mason Jones. Mason Jones. I ended up picking Mason Jones to win that fight, guys. And in that first round, let me tell you something. I was nervous for Mason Jones, but he survived and weathered the storm and ended up winning that fight. Okay, so congratulations to Mason Jones. I did mention that early on in this live. But yeah, congratulations to him, man. Huge, huge win for Mason Jones. Let me tell you something. But yeah, guys, we are past basically the 30-minute mark. All right, we could talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be mixed martial arts related. Let me know. Rapid fire. All right. Let me see what I could bring up. The Knicks. The Knicks are, we are basically less than a month away from the NBA season starting. I cannot wait. I will be attending one of these Knicks games this year. I have to watch them live. How you doing, Assad? How are you doing? Run up these likes and run up these subscriptions, guys. All right. Have you been smoky to? Have you been smoky the jokey today? You eyes are red, brother. My eyes are red. How are my eyes red, brother? How are my eyes red? My eyes are not red, brother. No, I'm not. I'm not smoking at all. How are my eyes red? My eyes are white right now, brother. So whatever you're seeing and saying that my eyes are red, you're spreading false advertisement. Okay, false advertisement. If my eyes were red, I would tell you I'm either tired or I did smoke. Okay, but no. I'm not smoking. It's 5 a.m. My cat throwing up on the rug. Shout out to him. Damn, man, it's 5 o'clock over there, and he's throwing up already. It must be sick of your shit. Who you got? Lopez versus Silva. Look, guys, I will be giving my UFC fight predictions for that most likely tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for that. But if I had to give it from the top of my head right now, I'm going for Silva, guys. I'm here, boys. GTA Shorts. How you doing, GTA Shorts? What is going on? Welcome back to your channel. And welcome back to your chat. You already know what it is, GTA Shorts. Have you been drinking the pinky then? Definitely not, man. Definitely not drinking. If I was drinking, I would be slurring my words. You wouldn't be able to understand me. Okay? I would literally be talking like Sean Strickland talks in the press conferences if I was drinking, guys. Okay? And let me tell you something. I am not drinking, and I am not smoking right now. Okay? I am clear-headed. Okay? You got my undivided attention. All right? Good. How are you, man? GTA, I'm good, man. I cannot complain. I cannot complain, man. I'm doing good. You know what I mean? Life is lifing. You know what that is. I get drunk. I get drunk off energy drinks. Decker, that's good. That's good for you. You know what I mean? Not me though. You know, I don't want to get drunk in general. Getting drunk is it's a terrible feeling. It doesn't feel good, especially the next day. So I stay away from getting drunk, guys. Okay. Do you watch Boxy, Canelo, and Crawford fighty this Saturday? Uh, I will be watching that. I will be watching that this Saturday. Most likely, we'll be going. I know for a fact I'll be going live for the UFC event, and I most likely watch the Canelo fight as well. But we shall see. We shall see. Only real lock main card was Imarov. Got to be careful betting this shit. You definitely do, man. Jason 9, we are going to war, boys, says the motherfucker that spammed jabs for 20 minutes straight. Yeah, man. Let me. That Sean Strickland, the epitome of just throwing jabs to nothing. All right, Decker. I got Crawford pulling off the upset and knocking Canelo out. I would not be surprised, Decker. I will not be surprised if if Crawford is able to do that. You know what I mean? But easier said than done, guys. Easier said than done. It should be a good fight though. What's up, Jason? GTA says, "What's up, Jason?" Assad says, "Who do you think will win, Canelo or Crawford?" Uh, I don't really know. I really don't know who would win that one. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Canelo. I'm gonna pick Canelo to go in there and most likely outbox Crawford. But I won't be surprised if Crawford goes in there and he's able to put hands on Canelo. You know what I mean? Crawford is a great, experienced boxer. He's done some phenomenal things in his career. So we shall see, man. We shall see. Sup, bro? Jason 9 and GTA Shorts are in the house. Breaking bread, guys. Breaking bread. All right. Staying in charge of this community. Making sure that this community, stays intact. You already know what it is, guys. Either Crawford by TKO or Canelo by decision. Man, you really think Crawford has the ability to knock out Canelo, man? That's crazy. That is crazy, man. That's nuts. That's nuts, man. That's huge predictions right there, man. To be honest with you, I think it's gonna be a good fight, though. I think Crawford. And I think Canelo are gonna go in there and they're gonna box. They're gonna box. They're gonna be some moments in there. But when it comes to Canelo, he has a great game, man. He is older, but he has a great game. It's nuts, but Crawford got that dog on him and can make the impossible happen. Look, Decker, I agree with you. I agree with you. When it comes to Crawford, he's a dog, man. He's a dog. He's done some phenomenal things in his career. Like I said, Crawford about to give Canelo those Mayweather flashbacks. Damn, Jason 9. Excuse me. Damn, I hit the mic again. Sorry about that, guys. But Jason 9 coming in here hot with his predictions. We shall see, guys. We shall see. I mean, let me tell you something. Crawford is definitely not no Mayweather. You know, I mean, he's not a defensive fighter like Mayweather, but uh, he does bring a particular style. The Tasteful says, you ever see Assault in the Ring? Panama Slim Scum. Great doc though. No, I have not. It's called Assault in the Ring. No, I have not. I have not watched it. I'll look it up though. Let me write that down. Assault in the Ring, and I'll look for it. I'll look for it and I'll search for it and I'll give you my opinion. You look like Timu Below. I don't know how I look like Timu Below. I really don't know how. You know what I mean? I don't look like that guy at all. Like 0%. All right. But yeah, guys, run up these likes, run up these subscriptions, guys. Support the community. Like I always say, guys, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right. Morning. How you doing? August Gray. Morning. Blessings to you, man. I'm waiting for UFC to come to Paramount. GTA, that's exactly what a lot of people are waiting for, guys. Everybody is waiting for this new 2026 deal that's going to happen with Paramount and the UFC. It's going to look completely different, man. Let me tell you something. And it's going to bring a lot of new eyes into the mixed martial arts sphere, to be honest with you. Because I mean, ESPN has like 3 times less than Paramount when it comes to subscribers. So there's going to be a lot of new fans coming into the UFC and mixed martial arts in general. So I'm excited for that. The Tasteful said it's a loaded glove documentary. Very good. Well, I got to check that out, man. I know. There was a damn. What is his name? I know there was a few fighters. There was a few fighters who went into the ring with loaded gloves. That was a thing, man. That was just a crazy thing that people used to do. Unbelievable. People used to go in there with plaster on their hands. Unbelievable, guys. Let me see. Do I have to watch UFC from the first one? GTA shorts, I mean, it's all preference, man. It's all preference. You know what I mean? It's whatever, you find intriguing. Like, if you want to watch it, then you go watch it. If you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. Gino Lopez, I got Lopez by KO. Man, I got Gene Silva, man. I like Gene Silva right now, LG. I haven't given my UFC fight predictions just yet for that event. I will be giving my UFC fight predictions most likely Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning. Stay tuned for that. But right now, from the top of my head, I think Gene Silva takes it, guys. I think he's going to be able to take it. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, guys. Run up these likes, run up these subscriptions, okay? Support the community. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's about it. That is about it when it comes to this stuff right here that I just mentioned, man. Let me see. The Tasteful says Panama gave his other fighter a spiked water bottle. 2. It's a wild video. The drug expanded his ability to breathe like short-term EPO. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Like I always said, I mean, people think, people get shocked when I tell them, at least 90 to 92% of these mixed martial arts fighters have taken steroids or are on steroids. I mean, people look at me appalled, like they're shocked. Like, seriously, guys. Let's not forget, people in bicycles, cyclists in bicycles are taking multiple drugs to win a race on a bicycle. And they're not even hitting each other, guys, okay? So, the Fighting Nerds flopped out Saturday, similar to the Knicks against the Pacers. Well, I mean, if you say so. I don't think the Knicks flopped against the Pacers, to be honest with you. I don't think the Knicks flopped at all. It was the very first, season with the Knicks actually, with that roster together. And excuse me, hold on. I keep hitting this mic. And let me put that right there. And damn, why the fuck is and for the Knicks to actually go as far as they did, the Eastern Conference finals. I mean, I can dig that. I can dig it. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather or Mike Tyson? I say neither, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I mean, it's going to be an expedition. I mean, it's not going to be a real fight, guys. You know what I mean? Let's be real. It's not going to be a real fight. Both men are going to, put eyes on the television. And it's just made, it's basically for them to make money, to put some money in both of their pockets. Congratulations to both men. They're in a, they're in a position where they can do that. So congratulations to them. The Tasteful says for Floyd's versus one Prime Tyson. You think that Nasruddin will beat DDP? I'm not gonna say he can't. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say Nasruddin can't beat DDP. To be honest with you, I mean, I honestly think DDP needs to, take a hiatus when it comes to fighting. To be real with you, after his last performance, hopefully he takes a long hiatus so he could train, and maybe implement some things into his game plan. Let me see. Prime Tyson though, Jason 9. When Jake Paul fight Mike, I thought they would try a little harder since it was a pro bout, but I was wrong. DDP predictions are sus right now. Who knows? Yeah, man. When it comes to DDP, I mean, guys, he got fraud checked. He got fraud checked just like Ruffy did. You know what I mean? I mean, did you guys see what Saint-Denis was able to do to Ruffy? Fraud checked him real quick too, man. You know what I mean? There's levels to this, guys. There's levels to this, just like there's levels to anything else. So definitely not sold on Imrov versus Kyle. I'm just being honest with you guys, man. I'm not sold on either of those guys. Those guys, after that performance, trash. Trash, guys. I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer, guys. All right, probably for the next, I want to say 5 minutes. We'll see. So, guys, run up these likes, run up these subscriptions. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for supporting this community and pushing this community to where it is right now. In the beginning of this year, I literally had 0 subscribers. All right, the goal for this year, for 2025, was to reach 500 subscribers, guys. And halfway through the year, we reached it and we surpassed the goal. So I want to thank everybody in this community for accomplishing that. And now we got new goals in the horizon. All right, and I want you guys to know that I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Real talk. Let me see. That Jake Paul fight was sad to see, for real. He definitely got a bag, though. Yeah, he definitely got a bag, Jason 9. You can't deny that. You cannot deny that. He definitely got a bag, and congratulations. Congratulations to having an ability to get the bag, That's what it's all about right now, is being able to get the bag, get your money, set your family up. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. That's what it is, guys, But guys, what's next for Chimaev? What is next for Chimaev? I will be making a video about that, because as it stands right now, I'm more confused than ever. I am more confused than ever, guys. After that performance with Imrov and Kaio, I'm just confused. I'm confused. Who is going to challenge Chimaev? Is it going to be RDR, Reina de Ritter? Is it going to be Anthony Fluffy Hernandez? Is it going to be him? Because honestly, when it comes to RDR and Anthony Hernandez, those are the only two guys that are fighting next in October that can actually leave a lasting impression in our minds. Okay, because as it stands right now, Imhoff and Caio, they are off of the list to fight for that belt. Point blank, period. Okay? Off of the list. Scratched off. Okay? Let me read some of these comments. If RDR and Fluffy have breakout performances, it's them. Decker, my point exactly. My point exactly. All right? Everything is on the shoulders right now of RDR and Anthony Hernandez. All right? The UFC is on pins and needles, hoping and praying, okay, that Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard and Dana White did a good decision by booking RDR and Anthony Hernandez. Because if that fight doesn't become an entertaining fight, that middleweight division is in shambles. Okay? So I know right now the UFC is in pins and needles waiting for this fight to happen. Because Imhoff and Caio, they're just not it. They just are not it. Okay? Point blank, period, guys. Point blank, period, man. But yeah, guys, what's next, man? What is next for Chimaev, man? What's next for him? And what's next for Saint-Denis, to be honest with you? Huge win, huge performance. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's next for those guys. But we shall see, guys. We shall see. But anyways, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, all right? Like I always say, thank you. Thank you, guys, all right? I think Saint-Denis versus Ganrod should really be the next fight, and Caio versus Whitaker. I mean, that sounds good to me. That sounds good to me, but I mean, I don't know if Caio is. I don't know if Whitaker is going to be that that person who continuously takes fights to be the gatekeeper. You know what I mean? I don't think Whitaker wants to be that person anymore. So I see Caio fighting somebody else, to be honest with you, and I see Whitaker having some fun fights, you know, in his last performances. To be real with you. I don't see Caio versus Whitaker in the future, to be honest. But I do see Saint-Denis versus Ganrod. That sounds like an easy booking for the UFC, and most likely the next booking for those two men, to be real with you. But anyways, guys, you already know what it is. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys. I already told you, as it stands for my UFC fight for my UFC fight predictions for 2025, I'm 199 wins and 133 losses. That is 199 wins and 133 losses, guys, for my UFC fight predictions for 2025. I will be giving my UFC fight predictions, for this upcoming event, most likely Tuesday or Wednesday morning. So stay tuned for that, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, but I'm out of here. Until next time, y'all. Peace. One love.